bett quoi daf ma jëlee kaw par rapport ak kii groupe bi quoi foogee ma ko woon tey jii nii man dinaa ko am ci biir match bi vraiment dafa bett vraiment.
Elle est un peu émue, donc elle dit que la victoire, la même surprise, sa prestation, la même surprise, parce qu'elle ne s'y attendait pas de faire une telle prestation. Donc elle est un peu émue.
Merci.
Well, she'll be expecting to continue her goal-scoring run. These two sides are great entertainers in African women's football, and they're great entertainers on the global stage. The aim for both these sides is to play at the FIFA Women's World Cup, which only the semi-finalists at this tournament will do. How do they start their respective competitions? A brief moment's silence ahead of the start of this tie, and then to get us underway is Zambia. Aissata Lam of Mauritania will get this match going, and it is Zambia who turn out with the copper tops, playing in the green shorts and green socks, taking on a Cameroon outfit who play in the green, red and yellow. Both these sides looking for victory, both these sides looking for a positive start, and both these sides well capable of booking a ticket to the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia, New Zealand. Johnson with an early touch in defence for this Cameroon side, feeding to Janet Yango, who likes to drop back just to help out the defence, and then the quality footwork of Nzana, who turns 22 during this tournament and continues to impress in a combination with Joya. One out of play on the near side of the park, but an early indication from Cameroon that they are a team that likes to go on the attack, and that's in the early stages of this tie. That ball out of play from Michaela Abam, just looking to feed back to Nzana. But before we get into the match proper, let me get a take from Rachel Ayegba, the former Nigerian international goalkeeper, somebody who's a WAFCON winner, somebody who has played in the UEFA Women's Champions League, and somebody who is delighted as well to see Patrice Motsepe, the CAF president, watching on. It's we'll get thoughts from Rachel in just a moment. But in terms of Cameroon and Zambia, whenever they meet, there seems to be a wonderful rivalry that has developed over the years. What are you making of this tie as we take a look at Bruce Mwape after a brief look at Gabriel Zabo, who's in charge of Cameroon?
Yeah, I think looking at the way they just started, the Cameroonian women team are ready to roll. They are actually attacking Zambia right now, mostly from the left-hand side. Hopefully we go to the end, because things look really tight right now.
So early stages, free kick to Cameroon. They're very dangerous from set pieces. Yango getting a little header on that, but it's comfortably deflected away by the Zambia defence, who feed the ball up to a central position. Wilombe looking to get involved in the Zambian attack, but the counter-attack is crisp from Cameroon, and it could be an early goal here. It's a fine save from Hazel Nali, who has made herself large, come out and made the dive at the feet of Ajara and Joya to deny Cameroon the early strike.
That was a good timing, calculated save from the goalkeeper. That was a great one for the goalkeeper.
Now,
Awesome.
what does that do for a goalkeeper when in the opening minutes of a game you've made a save against one of the most dangerous strikers on the attacking continent?
This builds our confidence. This is really good. This is this is what you don't want your opponent to have, like that self-confidence. This is going to boost our confidence right now.
Opportunity to work that ball forward from the Zambian Tembo. On the near side, here's Belemu, Lusaka-born, former Red Arrows player who now is based in China. Well, that was quality until she passed the ball away. Zulu gifting the ball to her opponent. The free kick has gone the way of Zambia, however. Ajara and Chutanjoya, who most famously cracked the winning goal 5 minutes into added time against New Zealand at the FIFA Women's World Cup in France 3 years ago. Voted for as one of the finalists for the Puskás Award, the Goal of the Year award for FIFA, the world governing body. Now, Zambia have pushed the ball up into a really attacking position. If they can build a little confidence directly opposite the 18-yard area, they're on for something. Trying to work that ball into a danger position here. Wilombe. In the end, it was initially well defended by Cameroon. Now it's a little bit scrappy as a clearance comes in. Abam is there to help out, and Cameroon have the chance to hit on the counter, but they have failed to take their opportunity, and instead it's back with Lushomo Mwemba, 21-year-old from Green Buffaloes, who just brings in Hazel Nali. It's good to keep involved in the game as a goalkeeper, and I suppose that'll continue to build a little confidence for Nali, who made that fine save in the opening minutes.
Yes, this is really, really important for the goalkeeper to play along with the defenders and support them when it's necessary, and to give them that morale and extra defenders when they need help.
Zana here, getting into a spot of bother. That'll be a free kick in her favour. The call against Zulu, Isozi Zulu, and this time just going off her feet and a little reckless, it must be said. No harm done in the end, but certainly clumsy.
Yeah, that was very, very unnecessary there.
Cameroon to Estelle Johnson, playing alongside Orella Wono. Mufumitu, up that far flank. She's somebody well capable of going forward, but instead opts to try to pick out a bomb in a rampant mood, making a fine run as well. Ball eventually worked out of play by Musase, another one of the Green Buffaloes players. She and Mwemba will be marshalling the central defence. A little touch from Cameroon, that'll be a goal kick, so no harm done in the opening minutes in this fixture between Cameroon and Zambia. There's Abam, Michaela Abam, who incidentally made her international debut for Cameroon against Zambia back in 2018. She scored twice, and no doubt Zambia will remember that less than fondly. But they are aware of the quality that Cameroon possess in attack. See precious little of Gabriela Bodiongeni, but now we've got Zambia on the attack through Zulu. Zulu tries her luck from a relatively tight angle. There were options inside, but it's good to see some confidence early on, I suppose.
Yes, this is really good for Zulu. Like I said, like it's very, very important for these players to go out. They are very, very pacey team. They are trying to go behind Cameroon defense right now. That was a good one right there.
She's certainly somebody who possesses the power and the shot. Placed now in Turkey at Hakariguchu. Has as well the experience of playing in the UEFA Women's Champions League, as do you. I think that's one of the elements that many players have highlighted as stood out as one of the better experiences in terms of growth in women's football, as a foul is committed on Yango. or by Yango, I mean. There's a section of fans from both contingents who've made their way to the venue. And there's encouragement and chanting that is happening as the play continues to heat up with attacks from both these sides. No real testers for either one of the sides, bar the effort that Hazel Nali managed to deny Cameroon from in the opening minutes. Here's a chance potentially, a little ball back to the goalkeeper. Babawu sweeps that forward. Very comfortable with both feet, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that is what we want to see from goalkeepers, using the left foot and right foot. It's very, very important for goalkeepers.
You see a lot more now in the warm-ups, the very deliberate attempts, particularly in Europe, to see players warming up with both left foot and right foot, keep the confidence up, and I suppose there's more of an element in the game as well to play more as sweepers than just shot stoppers.
Yeah. This is really good for the goalkeepers because when you are left footer and then you don't know how to use your right leg and then the ball goes to your right, it becomes a disaster because you are prone to making mistakes. So it's good during practice that you let these goalkeepers understand that both foot is very, very important.
Well, there's an athletic attempt at a clearance from Irene Lungu, just getting her body behind it, but the ball is fallen here to Mbelek. Looks to feed the ball into the path of Abam, who nearly has a shot at goal, but for a scrambling lunge by Mwemba, I think it is, who's managed to steer that ball away, but has hurt herself in the process. That was the initial clearance by Irene Lungu. What an athletic attempt to keep it away. Then the attempted clearance has not gone where it was intended.
Yeah, that was a good awareness for the defender right there. That would have caused something else for the Zambian team. It's good that she has the awareness to cover.
Samuel Eto'o, leading scorer in the Africa Cup of Nations. Sitting very close to Rigobert Song, the caps winner in the Africa Cup of Nations, as they watch Cameroon take on Zambia and have just been denied by some cover defence by Martha Tembo, it was. And there's the Zambian contingent.
It's kind of really intriguing to watch both teams right now. I feel like they are sizing each other up, and the Cameroonian team is trying different variation to go from the side or through the corridor way. But it's really good to see the Cameroonian team taking it home to Zambia right now.
It's interesting that Nzana is getting involved in the attacks as well, the left back who likes to get as far forward as she can. Fairly comfortable with her going forward as this ball is played behind the Cameroon defence. Wilumbe and Chanda neither able to get on the end of that ball that was played over the top of the Cameroon defence. Bawo having swept it to safety eventually. Now wide. Mifumitu plays in the top division in France. Here's Chanda. We'll work forward from Lungu. Johnson has it now.
It's good. It's really nice to see Bauer with this self-confidence on the ball, not rushing and taking her time to pass, like distribute the ball properly.
There seems to be a fair confidence on the ball from Cameroon from the start all around, though. It must be noted. There's another chance here. Abudi again, delivery into that danger area, looking for Ajala Njoya. Doesn't find the finish. Again, the clearance from Zambia. Delivery comes again, and Nali has come out, but she's failed to meet it. And again, a little touch, but the offside flag has gone up.
I think Cameroon is going to do lots of this, like trying to cross the ball, behind Zambia, the back line. Yeah, because I think this is not something that Zambia wants right now, because they don't want the ball to go behind, in between the goalkeeper and the central defenders.
No, they certainly don't want to have that space exploited.
No.
Fumetu forward again, looking to find Abudongene. Quality. She's become such a regular on the nominations list for the CAF Women's Footballer of the Year. Good to see the Tembo's back on the pitch and fine after her save a short while ago. Just to deny Abam the chance of finding the opening goal in this tie. Wilombe getting again involved for Zambia, pushing forward into an attacking position, but there is no chance for Zambia to find a way through. And they are missing Barbara Banda, we mentioned, through medical reasons.
Yeah.
Sumanama Pepe, who is the leading scorer in the Zambian league at the moment, and Uchuba Lubanji are both suspended for this opening fixture owing to an accumulation of yellow cards in the qualifiers. So they are missing some star talent, Zambia. But there is star talent on the pitch undoubtedly, and they are looking to continue waving the Zambian flags very high, particularly against their great rivals Cameroon. Chanda stands over this free kick.
That was nice and easy one for Bawa. I think this is going to boost her confidence a little, because she's really doing well, I must say. Using her feet properly, distributing the ball.
Cameroon, though, when they've got the ball in the outfield, they're playing the triangles really well.
Yeah.
There's good structure to this lineup from the opening stages.
Like you said, they have this good through. They're trying to go through the corridor, trying to go left, right, cross the ball. They have different variations. This is good to see from the Cameroon women's national team.
Zana. Middle of the park, just a little touch from Monique Ngo, the 17-year-old who is the shining new star of Cameroon football. I think one of the things that we've seen from the Women's Africa Cup of Nations previously, and certainly from playing at the FIFA Women's World Cup and Tokyo Olympic Games, is players not only earn contracts at so-called bigger clubs, but they earn contracts in top leagues as well, owing to their performances. And that's going to be a free kick to Zambia. A little too aggressive from Abam.
Yeah, you talked about the women's team having this opportunity to play abroad. This is something really good. Kudos to CAF for organizing this competition again for 2022. The media outlet is really good. Scouts all over the world want Africa players right now, so this is really good for us. We want to see more players out there playing in Europe.
And there's quality on the pitch.
Yeah.
Certainly bright young stars, and I think the other great thing is, beautiful skill on the far side. The Zambian attempt to take that ball to Cameroon's offensive third is brought to an abrupt halt in midfield, but watch this for...
Oh, that was
trying again.
That was a smart foul there.
When one foul is not good enough.
You tried the next one.
Janet Younger was dangerous, so she's very much the key cog in midfield. Somebody who's played in Serbia, she's played in Germany, and now plays in France for Fleury. Here's Nzana again. Quality with the ball at her feet. She's somebody who's plied her trade at futsal as well, so her skills are tremendous.
That was a good move from her right there, but I expected the midfielder to support, because she has three defenders there. There's nothing she can do with the ball there. So.
Abam, quality footwork from Abam, and she's fouled. That'll be a free kick to Cameroon. is looking a little uncomfortable, that left ankle. She'll walk it off.
Yeah, that was very, very unnecessary right there, because this is really dangerous. Free kick and the position right there.
So delivery to come potentially from Mbelek or Budiungen. Kusumwape, who coached Zambia to their first ever Olympic Games appearance, now aiming to help them clinch their first ever FIFA Women's World Cup appearance. Now Budiungen is charged away from the free kick area. It's not from the side she traditionally delivers from, given she's left-footed and will be curling the ball away from the goal. Mbelek will curl the ball in towards the goal of Hazel Nale. Somebody who was just 16 years old at her first Women's Africa Cup of Nations in 2014, Hazel Nale, only 24. Whistle sounds. Mbelek delivers, looks to go directly at goal here, and it is just a little high. An ambitious attempt from a relatively tight angle, but trying her luck in the opening stages and perhaps just testing the field.
Yes, you could see the trajectory of the ball. The idea was there, but unfortunately, the ball went over.
I thought that was well kept in play by Margaret Belemo, but it's been called as out of play. So Cameroon have a throw-in, well inside the Zambian half. And that's come off Joya last. It'll be a Zambian throw. Cameroon and Zambia, 20 minutes gone, goalless it remains in this tie between two sides who are not unfamiliar with scoring several goals against one another and who usually see a winner advance. In their last three meetings, a winner has emerged.
I think most of these, mostly when you're playing your first game, nobody wants to lose, because this actually determines who's going to be, like, either you have the opportunity to go to the next round or you are the top leader. So everyone is trying to size each other up. You can see nobody's trying to give anybody space to cause damage.
Yeah, it's certainly a morale boost, a mental edge that you get by winning your opening game. Zambia go on the attack here. Chitundu with an attempt initially. Bau knew that was going wide, but happy to allow that ball out for the goal kick. Zambia, while they're not keeping the ball on the turf quite as much as Cameroon and not working the triangles perhaps as well at the moment, they are still creating opportunities. They are still getting their noses into good areas.
Yes, they are. You can see the way Cameroon, they are really organized, trying to play from behind and then try to go looking for that corridor, looking for that space behind, and also try to cross the ball. But they haven't found Abraham yet. So let's see.
Zabo watches on. He's completely transformed the team with his fresh faces that he's brought in. Midway through the opening half of this Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations Group B tie, Cameroon against Zambia. Johnson. Now wide, Mfumitu. Oh, and that's an error. It won't prove costly. It certainly is an error from somebody who is among the more experienced, playing in the top flight in France.
These things happen to player when you think you have everything sorted out. You're just looking for who to pass the ball to, and unfortunately she took her eyes off the ball and it went out.
And the set piece opportunity for Zambia, this time well inside Cameroon territory. Tembo looks very uncomfortable. Is it the free kick or the way she landed that has caused her more agony?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the contact or indeed the way she's landed.
I didn't see any obvious contact there, but I don't know.
Discussions in the Zambian technical area. This is the second time that Tembo is receiving medical treatment in the opening half. In the centre of your screen, the CAF president, Dr. Patrice Motsepe. Man who's been behind transformation in women's football as well, and somebody who has increased the prize money tremendously in women's football. And the new prize money for the team that wins this tournament will take home no longer $200,000 but $500,000. I suspect from the way that Tembo is walking off the pitch here that it was more the way she landed than anything else. She's got the ice pack on the left knee.
Yeah.
You see this all over Cameroon. Whenever you head off to Douala, Yaoundé.
I think what the CAF president did for women's football, this is really awesome. The cash prize has really gone up. I think this will actually motivate women football in Africa, and then the FA also, because we want to see more nations in this competition. So this money is going to help.
Set piece taken straight at Bawu. Chitundu has just run entirely underneath that ball as Zambia managed to scramble that ball away, only as far as Nzana. He's happy to go back to Bawu. Takes her time about deciding where she'd go before she finds Awono. Yaoundé born, but arrived in France as a 6-year-old and has spent her entire career playing professionally in Europe. Played largely in Spain and in France and then Spain before playing in Italy. Here she is again. Awuna. Yango. Back to Johnson.
I think this is really good for Cameroon. Like, try to stay calm, switch play, and wait for your moment. No need to rush. When they get to the third phase, then now.
Fumetu getting into a more attacking position as well. And when she starts to do that, Abudi will cut inside, and then there's the opportunity for any of the front three to potentially put the ball away. And maybe that's the idea. Certainly doesn't have the physical presence, Abudi of some of her teammates, but her skill is simply remarkable. One of the finest that Africa has ever produced. We've yet to see her really deliver a telling ball today. She had 2 crosses in quick succession earlier in the half, both which caused Zambia some trouble defensively. And from the corner, taken short. The referee asks them to reset. Zana just showing some of her futsal playing skills when taking that set piece initially. Shinambelek looking to combine. Zana delivery in. The header is knocked back down in front of goal. A real chance for Cameroon. It's been blown over by Ngok. A chance for the teenager to score in her first Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And she's gone and missed the opportunity. Glorious here for Cameroon, who had players lining up to finish.
What a miss right there. That was very, very unfortunate for her. That would have been one of the greatest moments for her right there.
Well, you need to earn your experience, I suppose, but what an experience it would have been had she found the back of the net. There's Tembo. Looking forward, looking to pick out Wilombe potentially, and a call from Awona to say, I've got this under control. Back to Bawu. Fumetu. Abamu's dropped into an almost right winger position and then has lofted the ball to the near side where Abudi Ongene has come across to. It's where she started playing. She started playing as a left winger. She can play on either flank. Budiongene, but she plays largely down the left flank, and when she gets into her stride, she is almost unstoppable. Zana again. Johnson with stretch, unable to reach that ball. Recovered by Mfumetu. And then inexplicably put out of play. The apologetic hand up from Mfumetu as well. Second little error that she's made in today, which is uncharacteristic of her. One of the more experienced squad members in a squad that has 19 new faces at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations.
Yes.
Only 7 players have played at WAFCON previously. Budiongene, incidentally, is playing at her 7th tournament. But with that level of inexperience, it's a bit of a toss-up, I suppose, in determining how Cameroon might fare. They are among the favourites, though.
Yeah, I think this is really good for Cameroon, because now everyone has to think, like, for the coach to get the new players down here, you must have confidence for them to come to this competition.
Just to look at Yango going into the back of Chanda. Medical attention for the new Zambian captain. Quality player, top scorer in the Tokyo 2020 Olympic qualifying tournament. She scored 8 goals. Yeah.
Yes.
Scored 2 against Cameroon in Yaoundé in the 3-2 loss, which ultimately proved vital because those 2 away goals saw Zambia through to the Olympic Games. 4-4 on aggregate it finished. So Chanda off the pitch momentarily. She'll be back on. The 25-year-old, now based in Kazakhstan. Half an hour has come and gone. Goalless it remains. Cameroon against Zambia. Each of these sides can take full advantage of their opening match and find the victory. Zambia taking the corner short. Oh, lovely touches here from Grace Chanda, though, not able to break all the way into that 18-yard area. As she does so, she's dispossessed by Mbelek. Joya wanted to get Budiongene on her way.
What a build-up from the Cameroon defense line. Unfortunately, they just the pass didn't go where as planned.
So confirming no goals as yet, and we might still see something happen here. Mbelek. And the offside flag has gone up against Janvier Ngombelek. Arm raised from the referee to indicate an indirect free kick, which is awarded when offside trap is breached. Cameroon look dangerous again. Temba with a critical clearance. She's there again, gets her head on the end of it. A little flick attempted by Zulu, who's playing far deeper than we're used to seeing her. Offside flag up again. Far more entries from Cameroon into Zambia's final third than in the opposite direction. I think that's been the tail of the tape in a sense. Zambia have had opportunities to have a go at Cameroon, but what they haven't done is really get their noses into that 18-yard area.
No, they haven't. They haven't even tried to look for the corridor, knowing the space, or trying to play behind the Cameroon defense. Maybe they're just trying to play safe because nobody wants to lose the first game.
You don't want to lose,
no.
But the way that Cameroon is playing and the way that Zambia are playing at times suggests that this is more than simply looking to hit on a counter. All out on that far side, it'll be another throw into Zambia. Tembo. Ball is lofted high, and goalkeeper Bawu has opted not to come out and claim it, leaves it for the defenders. Yango puts the ball out of play on that far side.
Yeah, that was a smart one from Bawu, because there's no point for you coming out when the defender is on the ball, because that will actually cause confusion, which is good. Like she's reading the game really well.
Zambia maintain possession here. That ball swept forward again by Tembo, nodded away by Yango, now sent forward by Fumitu. Brought under brief moment's control by Abudeongene, but she's unable to make full use of her possession, and that ball is eventually swept all the way back to goalkeeper Bawu. As Avel Chitundu, you saw momentarily, the Zesco United star. Here's Awuna. Well, getting the ball upfield quickly are Cameroon at times. Again, there's nothing clinical in the attempts at a finish. They've only really tested Hazel Nali once in today's opening half. We're seeing the attempts, 5 in total from the sides. 250 odd passes between the teams. But, nothing overly telling, and 0-0 on the scoreboard. Back inside, Mbelek. Here's someone who had a glorious chance to score. Well, and then to Nzana.
I think the Cameroon, when they get to the third phase, they should protect the ball properly, instead of exposing themselves and the ball for Zambia to just come in and take it on the feet.
The free kick has gone the way of Zambia. Melek looks less than pleased. Inside the final 10 minutes of the opening half, and Zambia holding their own against Cameroon, but they have had to do a little more of the defending here.
Yeah, this time they're trying to make sure they are staying in this competition. Nobody wants to lose, like I said. They have two important players that are not playing right now, which will come in the next game. So if you can hold Cameroon 0-0 or play goalless draw, that's a win for them.
Yeah, you'll take a point on opening day, but you certainly don't want to suffer the opening day loss.
Not at all.
And this is, for many, the key match in this group. Not to be discounted though, Tunisia and Togo also in Group B. They will play in match 4. Ball into a danger area, but just ahead of Wilombe. Chanda looking to probe, and again, no real chance created for Zambia, but the idea was good. The execution was suboptimal.
That was a good idea right there. The coordination. The top striker wasn't even close, but that was an easy save for him.
But look at how quickly Cameroon has taken that ball to the opposite end and managed to get a shot in that is deflected out for the corner. Cameroon dangerous in transition. They've got the corner.
That was a quick transition play right there. Offensively, that was a good one from them.
Sitting up to take short again. Melek and Nzana. The referee just wants to have a word with players from the respective sides. Abam waits. Oh, Nzana's opted to go short side. It nearly worked as well.
I expect Cameroon to take this opportunity, because this is like a half chance to a goal. When you have corner kick like this, they should utilize this properly.
Well, I think that's it. Almost a third of all goals scored, and slightly higher percentage in the women's game internationally, come from free kicks.
Yeah.
And
from set pieces. Yeah.
Set pieces are absolutely critical in that sense. So there needs to be a deliberate attempt to use them. It's Orella Ono, you saw, the defender, now based in Italy, former France youth international, who's now playing for Napoli. Well, that is a foul throw. A little disappointing as well for Zambia. What's Belemu done? Might have twisted her ankle here or something. Starring right back who plays at Shanghai Shenli in China. Did she catch her foot on the turf or something and maybe do a little damage to the ankle? Trying to take that throw. Either way, the possession has been conceded. It's a turnover. Cameroon will have the ball.
Hopefully they have the depth in the team, because it's very, very important.
This was a short while ago where the corner was earned.
That was a good one right there. She found the space, she went behind the defender. You're almost there.
Takes the shot, took a deflection, took a chance there.
Use every opportunity you've got.
Budiongen has sent this one just a little too far ahead of Nzana. He represented Cameroon at the 2018 Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires. She's had a rather rapid rise in her footballing career as Nzana. Here's Chanda coming charging through. She's picked up possession as well and then lost it to a returning Nzana.
I don't think Chanda is a player you want on the ball for that long.
It was a very deliberate attempt to starve Chanda of supply. And so far it does seem to be working.
She's such a player that can easily cause damage to a team. So you can tell the way Cameroon is playing, they're really aware of that.
Cameroon are well aware of the 2 goals she scored against them in the Olympic qualifying. Here's a chance in transition again for Cameroon. This will be tidied up though. Well, it should have been tidied up a little more convincingly by Lushomo Mwemba. For defender, she scored against Botswana in the 1-1 warm-up match. Now, Joya. Fango, Yango, Cameroon being driven back here, but importantly they maintain possession. Nzana, thought she had a player in front of her. Instead it's Belemu of Zambia. Now Zambia have a chance to use the ball in transition. Ball kept in play. Here's Chanda, a little bit of space to manoeuvre as well. Wilombe's gone into a slightly more central position, has to drift right to collect. Back to Chanda. And Chanda, I think, was trying to deliver that ball toward the back post. Has, in the end, seen the ball skew a little off the side of her boot, and fairly comfortable for the goalkeeper who had some catching practice.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. The play, and then unfortunately the cross, the power wasn't there to get to where she intended to play the ball to. These are the opportunities that these teams need to use.
Little tester for Estelle Johnson, comfortably brought down by the US-based defender, Gabriela Budiongen, again proving to be a bit of a thorn in the side with her quality, skill and ability. Is bundled over, this time by Tembo, who looks to help her to her feet. The referee wants to bring on the medical staff.
That was a smart foul right there. If you want to do it, just do it from afar. Yeah. because she's also one of the dangerous players. You don't want her to be on the ball for that long.
Gabriela Budiongene is not the kind of player that you want to see on the ball for too long if you are her opponent. If you're a teammate, it's a delight. There's some concern over Budiongene. Certainly hope for competition's sake, for her sake, for Cameroon's sake, there's no harm done. Concerned faces in the Cameroon dugout. She's not only the captain, but she's certainly among the star players of Budiongene. She's going to gingerly walk off the pitch.
Nobody wants to lose their star player during the first game of the competition.
Additional time, 2 minutes. Le temps additionnel est de 2 minutes.
So Budiongene just being seen to by the Cameroon medical staff. Set piece she might have taken is instead being teed up by Mbelek. At the 45-minute mark, 2 minutes of time has been added on. Signals the fourth official. Cameroon. Is there a score to come here? Miscommunication between keeper and defender. Zambia do scramble it away from immediate danger, making sure that they win the throw-in. Zana wanted to take quickly as well. Still has a chance to see that ball into the Cameroon possession, and does so. Joya, that ball put out of play again. They've won another throw-in right near the corner flag. Hazel Nali just trying to communicate with her defenders. Long throw, and that's come off the body of Agnes Moussase and it's out for a corner kick. So Cameroon growing in confidence in the closing stages of this opening half. Still no reward. They've got the corner kick.
This is another chance for them to get it right.
It is, and sun in the eyes of the goalkeeper as well.
Perfect opportunity, perfect time.
It is, it's set up for that perfect storm. Delivery in toward the near post. It's being repelled by the Zambian defence. And last 20-odd seconds of the opening half. Rachel, just looking at the opening 45 minutes, what have you made of the opening half so far?
Yeah, I think Cameroon, they are really doing really well, building up from the defense line and the transition play. Unfortunately, when they get to the third half of the opponent, they are missing like every little opportunity, details that they have to make things right. And then the Zambia thing, I think they're more comfortable. They are more comfortable to sit back.
So certainly the more attacking side are Cameroon. They haven't, however, found a goal in this opening half up against the Zambian side. The Copper Queens that were looking for a goal of their own in the opening half. It has gone to half-time here in this Group B fixture. Cameroon 0, Zambia 0.
Join SABC2 this month for a return of some familiar favourites.
We strive for a better balance between man and nature with an all-new 50-50, Mondays at 7.
An all-new Decat TV Wednesdays at 7:30. Your musical host with the most, Emo Adams, is back with an all-new Noot for Noot Thursdays at 7.
Zola Nene and Fritz Kwan continue their search for SA's next taste master in an all-new season, Fridays at 7. Your favorites on your favorite channel, SABC2, where you belong.
Kap het! Welkom bij jouw gunsteling muziekprogramma Noot voor Noot. Zet. Voel het. Voel het. Daar zijn hop, 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 hop. Hop op Gangnam. Dat was lekker!
All new, Noot voor Noot. Thursday, 14 July, SABC2.
This Sunday, it's all about the queens of the African continent as Senegal takes on Uganda live. The ladies of Cameroon aim to settle it out with the ladies of Zambia. Who's your money on? The women of Tunisia take on the national team of Togo live and direct. Catch it all live on SABC Sport Channel on OpenView 124, SABC TTT, SABC TV channels, and on Telkom 1.
Stages. Free kick to Cameroon. They're very dangerous from set pieces. Youngo getting a little header on that, but it's comfortably deflected away by the Zambia defence, who feed the ball up to a central position. Lombe looking to get involved in the Zambian attack, but the counter-attack is crisp from Cameroon, and it could be an early goal here. It's a fine save from Hazel Nali, who has made herself large, come out and made the dive at the feet of Ajara and Joya to deny Cameroon the early strike.
That was a good timing, calculated save from the goalkeeper.
A little touch from Cameroon, that'll be a goal kick, so no harm done in the opening minutes. In this fixture between Cameroon and Zambia. There's Abam, Michaela Abam, who incidentally made her international debut for Cameroon against Zambia back in 2018. She scored twice, and no doubt Zambia will remember that less than fondly. They are aware of the quality that Cameroon possess in attack. See a precious little of Gabriela Bodiongene, but now we've got Zambia on the attack through Zulu. Zulu tries her luck from a relatively tight angle. There were options inside, but it's good to see some confidence early on, I suppose.
Yes, this is really good for Zulu. Like I said, it's very, very important for these players to go out. They are very, very pacey team. They are trying to go behind Cameroon defense right now. That was a good one right there. When you are left footer and then you don't know how to use your right leg and then the ball goes to your right, it becomes a disaster because you are prone to making mistakes. So it's good during practice that you let these goalkeepers understand that both foot is very, very important.
Well, there's an athletic attempt at a clearance from Irene Lungu, just getting her body behind it, but the ball is fallen here to Mbelek. Looks to feed the ball into the path of Abam, who nearly has a shot at goal, but for a scrambling lunge by Mwembo, I think it is, who's managed to steer that ball away, but who's hurt herself in the process. That was the initial clearance by Irene Lungu. What an athletic attempt to keep it away. Then the attempted clearance is not gone where it was intended.
Yeah, that was a good awareness for the defender right there. It's good. It's really nice to see Bauer with this self-confidence on the ball, not rushing and taking our time to pass, distribute the ball properly.
There seems to be a fair confidence on the ball from Cameroon from the start all around, though. It must be noted. There's another chance here. Abudiongen delivery into that danger area, looking for Ajara and Joya. Doesn't find the finish. Again, the clearance from Zambia. Delivery comes again, and Nali has come out, but she's failed to meet it. And again, a little touch, but the offside flag has gone up.
I think Cameroon is going to do lots of this, like trying to cross the ball behind Zambia, the back line. Yeah, the midfielder to support because she has 3 defenders there. There's nothing she can do with the ball there. So.
Oh, Abam, quality footwork from Abam, and she's fouled. That'll be a free kick to Cameroon. Abam is looking a little uncomfortable. That left ankle. She'll walk it off.
Yeah, that was very, very unnecessary right there because this is really dangerous. Free kick and the position right there.
So delivery to come potentially from Mbelek or Budiungen. Bruce Mwape, who coached Zambia to their first ever Olympic Games appearance, now aiming to help them clinch their first ever FIFA Women's World Cup appearance. Now Budiungen is charged away from the free kick area. It's not from the side she traditionally delivers from, given she's left-footed and will be curling the ball away from the goal. Mbelek will curl the ball in towards the goal of Hazel Nale. Somebody who was just 16 years old at her first Women's African Cup of Nations in 2014, Hazel Nale, only 24. Whistle sounds, Mbelek delivers, looks to go directly at goal here, and it is just a little high. An ambitious attempt from a relatively tight angle, but trying her luck in the opening stages and perhaps just testing the field.
Yes, you could see the trajectory of the ball.
And Zana just showing some of her futsal playing skills when taking that set piece initially. Shin and Mbelek looking to combine. Zana delivery in. The header is knocked back down in front of goal. A real chance for Cameroon. It's been blown over by Ngok. A chance for the teenager to score in her first Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And she's gone and missed the opportunity. Glorious here for Cameroon, who had players lining up to finish.
What a miss right there. That was very, very unfortunate for her. That would have been one of the greatest moments for her right there.
Well, you need to earn your experience, I suppose, but what an experience it would have been had she found the back of the net. No real chance created for Zambia, but the idea was good. The execution was suboptimal.
That was a good idea right there. The coordination. The top striker wasn't even close at all. That was an easy save for her.
This was a short while ago where the corner was earned. Long throw, and that's come off the body of Agnes Musase, and it's out for a corner kick. So Cameroon growing in confidence in the closing stages of this opening half. Still no reward. We've got the corner kick.
This is another chance for them to get it right.
It is, and sun in the eyes of the goalkeeper as well.
Perfect opportunity, perfect time.
It is, it's set up for that perfect storm. Delivery in toward the near post. It's being repelled by the Zambian defence. Last 20 odd seconds of the opening half. Rachel, just looking at the opening 45 minutes, what have you made of the opening half so far?
Yeah, I think Cameroon, they are really doing really well, building up from the defense line and then the transition play. Unfortunately, when they get to the third half of the opponent, they are missing like every little opportunity, details that they have to make things right.
grief, pain, rejection.
I think I've been in a bubble or something.
When it feels as though the walls are closing in on you, take a moment to listen to the beat within. Take heart and rise. Put on your dancing shoes. And as if nobody's watching, dance to the rhythm of your soul. Be encouraged with the feel-good movies this July on SABC2. You belong.
Africa, it's time to celebrate. It's time to see the beautiful game played by the queens of the continent. It's the Women's Africa Cup of Nations live in Morocco. See all the goals, all the exciting moments, all the action, and fall in love with the game all over again. Together, #WeWill. Catch the 2022 Women Africa Cup of Nations Morocco live on SABC Sport channels and SABC radio stations. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
On Siaya, come wild with us. The vast expanses of South Africa are teeming with wildlife, and its scenic beauty is incomparable. We're gonna hit the road again for season 5 of Siaya, and we'll be kicking off the journey with these guys.
My name is Miriam. I'm Akila.
I'm Daddy.
And my name is Merlin.
And don't forget Wumpy, their trusted guide and companion.
The sea urchin. That's the mouth right there.
From the ocean waters into the bushveld, we explore the extraordinary wildlife roaming our country's magnificent landscapes.
And you guys, the other side of the screen, will, don't tell them, see some real live dinosaurs. And on the road, you would see grass move.
And storytelling gets real. Siaya, come wild with us Wednesdays at 4 on 2.
Lights out, W Series is underway. Oh, look at this! Jamie Chadwick's been hit! Oh, look at this! There's a change in the lead! And there's the move.
Head down and get up to the car in front.
Brilliant victory in the wet for Emma Kimmerleinen. Alice Powell gets through to give her the championship lead. Jamie Chadwick retains her crown in some style. This is W Series.
Just ahead of the start of the second half, what do they need to change? What would they be looking at in the second half, both these teams?
Let me start with Cameroon. I expect them to go for more crosses, try to break the defensive line, and then take the shot. You don't need permission, just shoot and then see what comes out from there. For the Zambian team, they are a little bit comfortable sitting at the back. If they want to take the first opportunity or chance, they have to go out there and get it.
So both these teams need to get themselves into positions to score. That certainly is the idea for both these teams. The second half just about set to get underway. I can tell you though that there's been much excitement about the fact that Samuel Eto'o is in the stand. He's been taking pictures and posing for pictures with a handful of individuals from both teams, from Zambia fans, from not just the team players, I beg your pardon, from the fan bases at least, the Zambian fan bases, the neutral fan bases, the Cameroonian fan bases. We now president of the Football Federation of Cameroon, who are set to make a couple of changes here. So I can tell you before we start the second half, Cameroon are going to make a double change. That's the Zambian fan base. Certainly some of the Zambian fan base that have made their way to Casablanca to enjoy the action between Cameroon and Zambia. Second half gets underway as Asaita Lam of Mauritania says, "Let us begin proceedings." Cameroon, the team playing in the green, red and yellow, who begin proceedings in the second 45 minutes as Fumito sees her initial attempt to work a ball past Martha Tembo blocked by the Green Buffaloes defender. The left back, who now has two balls coming in her direction as she prepares to take the throw in. So a double substitution for Cameroon. And taking off Michaela Abam and Geneviève Mbelek. Interesting move from coach Gabriel Zabos. Those two were among the most probing of Cameroon players in the opening half.
Yeah, I think he's ready to attack because Abam didn't really bite that much as expected. So he's going for a win. And that was a smart change for him.
And bringing on Miss Flor Kameni for Abam, a 20-year-old who's another one of the rising stars of Cameroon women's football. Here is Kameni working that ball forward. Wanting to get involved from the earlier stages here.
Yeah, you can tell the coach has a purpose for that because she's actually one of the young talented player in Cameroon right now. She has already scored 14 goals, highest goal scorer, and the league hasn't even ended yet. So this is a new promising player. She scored
a remarkable 7 goals in a 12-0 win for her club, Louvre Mimprof de Yaoundé. I think it was Renaissance Athletic in the Guinness Super League back in April. But yes, 14 goals already in the season. We're only just into it.
Yeah, that's a good start for her right there.
The other player that's brought on incidentally is a dangerous player in the form of Fadimatou Touya, who plays in France with Suyo. Tembo going in for the challenge, and Aboudi Ongene, and free kick has gone the way of Cameroon in a very dangerous position. If they are to make use of set pieces, they need to start making them count here.
It is very important. Set pieces is like half a shot.
So Aboudi Ongene can deliver with either foot. The left is certainly a stronger foot. Referee just wanting to have a word with players inside the area. Aboudi Ongene with the delivery. Was there a handball? There was appeals for handball and a penalty. We have VAR, so perhaps we're going to see that brought into action. But Cameroon getting a shot in on target after Aboudi Ongene's fine set piece. Here she is again in possession after the pick up from Fumito's ball forward. That'll be a throw-in. But I suspect we're going to have just a moment's pause in this game for a penalty check. As Aretuyap, new player on. Now the referee has stopped the game. She's just asked for a temporary pause.
I think 90% of the time when they ask a referee to go check the VAR is like mostly penalty. So I don't think Zambia want to see this right now.
So this is the delivery in. Can't really see from that angle, but there were frantic appeals from a handful of the Cameroonian players. The ball into the 18-yard area by Abudi Ongene. A shot then directed by Ngok that struck Mwemba. Patience required of the players. Is going to go and check the monitor herself.
I don't think Zambia want to see this. I don't think so. The decision is left for the referee to take now.
To the VAR monitor. And she will have a look at the incident. Her decision. She's got to make the decision as well. Was the arm in an unnatural position? Did that prevent the ball from hitting goal bound, or prevent that ball from getting to another Cameroon player? She's also got to see whether or not that was a foul in the attempt to get the shot taken.
Yeah. That looks like a foul to me before the incident. So let's see what decision the referee is going to come up with.
It's unquestionably come off the right hand or right wrist of the Zambian defender, Lushomo Mwemba. She was also undoubtedly getting herself in a position to challenge for possession of that ball.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that you learn to do as a defender, though, is to keep your arms behind your back as often as you can. Decision to come from the referee. She's checked VAR and she has decided it is a free kick for the foul committed.
I agree with it. I agree with the referee. That was a good decision right there. That was a good decision.
So Monique Ngok, in trying to play that ball, has committed a foul, and the referee has seen that and decided that there is no penalty. And I think breathing the biggest sigh of relief at the moment is Lushomo Mwemba. Lovely control there from Abel Chitundu. And this is one back by Cameroon into a dangerous position, looking to get the shot away. They can't do so. Ball just in behind Kameni. Zana just scuffs her attempt at a first-time delivery. Irene Lungu challenging the Cameroon attackers. Lungu looks to go through with possession. Zana's committed the foul, and free kick goes the way of Zambia. Misuzi Zulu.
That was a clean challenge for me because she got to the ball first before she had contact.
That was the previous incident. Misuzi Zulu has gone down of something subsequent. We spoke about players who have UEFA Women's Champions League experience, and Zulu is among those players. And that It certainly adds to the caliber of the individual concerned. You played in the UEFA Women's Champions League as well?
Yes, I did.
What does that bring to a player?
It brings more confidence, like, because you get to play top players. I was fortunate to play against Olympique Lyon. From a goalkeeper perspective, I don't think you want to do that.
I won't ask you the score then. I won't ask you the score.
I actually got Mozupo in that game, which tells a lot.
How far were you stretching? But yes, you play against the very top in the world.
The champions. When you play against the champions and you concede 5 goals, you should be proud of yourself.
Indeed. Indeed.
Because they weren't even pleased that they scored 5 goals.
So they're now 4-time champions, I think?
Yeah.
Olympique Lyon. This time Chanda shows some skill and trying to set up something promising. Looking for Wilombe again. I mean, Wilombe is a very versatile player, but she's been asked to play as a central striker in this tie, and she's somebody who's played, and if you go back all the way to the 2014 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica where she played, she was playing as a defender and defensive midfielder, usually a midfielder, but she's playing in a far more advanced role now. Somebody's been regular in the senior national side since 2020. It is interesting to see where things are going. Now, Hazel Nali, a bit of a scramble to gather that ball at the second time of asking. A cross coming in, didn't deal with it as comfortably as she would have liked. Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. Goalless it remains, but it could have changed here.
That was a good one from her. She made she was thinking of pushing the ball away. The ball didn't go properly, and then she took charge. That was a good one from her.
Allez, 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 allez.
Starts up challenge. So goalless it is as we approach the hour mark. Says coaches will be hoping that the results will not end 0-0. Snapshot taken. Chanda's dangerous, and she's the kind of player that can produce that sort of magic for Zambia. And again, she was well marked out of the game, starved of supply in the opening half by Cameroon. They don't want to let her get into the end of the ball too often in the second half either.
Yeah, she's one of the most prolific players on the team, so she's not someone you want to take your eyes off for 2 seconds.
She can score from anywhere. That's the other one of her set of abilities. Back to Mifumitu. Swept in nicely. It's a lovely delivery into a danger area. China wanting to get on the end of it. Kameni too. There's so many attacking players on the pitch for Cameroon right now. Timber though will have the throw in, the left back. The Copper Queens. Certainly some support for Zambia here in Casablanca. Chanda, brilliant from Chanda. She's got support on the inside. A 2-on-1 situation potentially building up. That needed to be a little further forward for Zulu to run onto it. Bilemu still alive in attack and maintaining possession here are Zambia. Ball back out to Chanda. Chip into that danger area. Cameroon have...
I'm really impressed with the way Cameroon, the way they came back. Transition play defensively. That was a good coverage for them.
Now, there is just a moment. It looks like we're going to see somebody in the technical area being spoken to. Well, back on the pitch. Zambia still have a player down as we approach the hour mark. I think it might actually be Eberin Katongo. 19-year-old after that play. Moving on to a lower back.
What do you think about Shanders? I expected her to take the defender on 1v1. It was a good idea that she passed the ball.
There's an incident with the referee here. She's requiring a little medical treatment from the medical staff in Cameroon. So the medical staff of Zambia are on the pitch. Is it a bit of cramp here from the referee? We hit the hour mark in Casablanca with 2 sets of injury concerns, it seems. And what we might see is the 4th official take over the referee's whistle. Yeah, it looks like the signal is we're going to see a change in referee. It's not something you see too often, but the 4th official is always a leading referee, and indeed Lydia Tafese of Ethiopia is undoubtedly one of the best on the continent. Changing the equipment for the match official. Communication aids, the devices that are used to communicate between the individuals on the pitch and indeed the individuals who make the decisions, video assistant referee as well. Change is being made. Lydia Tafese is going to take over as referee. I haven't seen too many changes on the pitch, however, for the respective sides. Cameroon did make a double substitution at half-time, where they brought on the young Kameni, indeed Arutuyap of Soyo in France.
I think for the coach to have confidence for Cameroon, so that's a big thing. Someone that is just this is her first time in the WAFCON, and for her to come in immediately in the second half, the coach must have this self-belief and confidence that she can actually do it, because she's doing it in the league. She's scored 14 goals already. Higher goal scorer.
The Tunisian squad who will be out on the pitch in the second match of the evening in the Stade Mohammed V here in Casablanca. Tunisia will take on Togo, who make their tournament debut here at this venue. There'll be a quick changeover as well. Tunisia and Togo will be out on the pitch warming up shortly after this match concludes. So we are going to see a change in referees. Taking over, Ethiopia's Lydia Tafese, the 4th official for today's tie, will get proceedings back underway. We'll pick up from Cameroon free kick. So we've seen a fairly substantial delay in the VAR decision that eventually ended in a foul against Cameroon when they were appealing for a penalty, and a lengthy delay in seeing the referee Aissat Alam replaced by the Ethiopian 4th official. Chance here, real chance here. It's got to be the opening goal, surely, and no, it's driven wide. How did Kameni miss from there? Eyes down as she heads back to area in the centre of the pitch. Hazel Nali is down on the pitch as well, but how about this from a ball from Estelle Johnson into the danger area for danger player.
What a chance. Cameroon should be like 1-0 up already. This is one missed opportunity. I hope they don't regret in this game.
Well, that is huge frustration as well kicking the ball into the advertising boards in frustration. I do want to mention that while the referee went to the Cameroonian technical team to receive medical attention, it was not because of any preference. It was because the Zambian medical team was busy dealing with an injury to Everen Katongo. Moembelek, she's already been replaced. Certainly had a stellar opening half. Hazel Nali, just a moment ago, nearly beaten.
What a chance.
She gets a touch on this ball as it's lobbed over. Kameni, look at that frustration, just slams the ball into the advertising boards. It was a glorious chance, but the finest of touches from Hazel Nali that just upset the trajectory of that ball and set it off target back towards Kameni, who was unable to then steer the subsequent rebound back into the danger area. And the Zambian goalkeeper is now being treated. Istanbul based at the moment, playing for Fatih Vatanspor in Turkey. She seems to be fine and set to continue.
She has actually kept over 4 clean sheets in the league right there, and you can tell the way they trace that she's really well trained. She's doing really well.
Yeah, she's somebody who's gone through the ranks in Zambia as well. It was Chibolia Queens in Lusaka, and then Changa Queens in Chingola, and then Ndeni Roses in Ndola, Green Buffaloes in Lusaka. She's really played around Zambia. Green Buffaloes, she won the FAZ Women's Super Division as well before her move abroad in 2020. She's earned her stripes.
Yes, she does.
Back with Cameroon. Warner finding Johnson. Now forward. Areti up. Ball out towards Abudi Ongeni. Kameni is making a run forward. Abudi Ongeni can't get that ball past Tembo though.
That was a good. You can tell the idea was there. She saw the space, but the power wasn't on the ball. There was no power on it. And with her experience, she could have done a little bit more better.
Gabriela Abudi-Ongeni is undoubtedly one of the finest that Africa has seen, and she's somebody who made her name when she helped Louvre Mimprov win the national championship 3 successive years, moving back in 2009 through to 2011. And there's the referee who started the game as the official in the middle.
Yeah, she looks a little bit disappointed right there. She looks a little bit disappointed.
Johnson. Awuna. Here's Yango. Douala born, but based in Europe for much of her career. Long ball forward again for Cameroon, but the offside flag has gone up. Just in trying to pick out the danger player, Jara and Chutenjoya. 7 goals so far in Italy. She's found her scoring boots again as the Inter Milan striker. Brought it down, but again well won in midfield by Zambia. Failed to maintain possession. Abudi Ongeni gets the ball back inside. She's generally marshalled by a handful of players. Zambia have so far kept her relatively quiet in this tie. Here's Kameni, good footwork. Abudi Ongeni, Cameroon. Oh, Abudi Ongeni has gone down a little too easily, says the referee. Her assistant referee on the near side concurs.
Cameroon they're really looking for that corridor right there in the middle to go through. But Zambia, they're not ready to open the door right now. So they have to be patient. They have to be patient. Keep switching the ball, just like what Johnson is doing. She's really
recycling.
Yeah, she's really trying to give different variation in this game.
It's Cameroon side who beat Central African Republic 3-0 on aggregate, then beat the Gambia 8-0 and 2-1 to advance to Morocco 2022. One of three teams, with Nigeria and South Africa, who are both in Group C, to have competed at every edition of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Zambia, incidentally, beat Malawi 4-3 on aggregate before two successive draws against Namibia, which didn't overly inspire in qualifying. The goalless draw and then a 1-all draw in Namibia, but saw them advance on the away goals rule. But they have been so deliberate in their preparations for this tournament.
Zambia is like a team that likes to play the top dog. They like to prove the point all the time. It's so easy for them, like when they're playing Cameroon, for example, South Africa, they come out there. But when they're playing like Namibia, Malawi, you see them, they're just playing like on the same level.
Fumatu battling hard against Grace Chanda, who's come away with possession. Johnson claps her hands together in frustration as that ball slides off the side of her boot and out of play. Johnson, relatively new to the Cameroon setup.
She has been really versatile to defense there. You can tell her self-confidence and the way she's commanding the defense right there.
Many think, though, that she is not Cameroonian by birth. She is Cameroonian by birth, but her heritage is actually Malian and American. Her father's American, her mother is from Mali. She was born in Cameroon and spent some time in Cameroon. As Chanda looks to go for goal here, almost out of nothing, produces something. Looking for a golden moment is Grace Chanda.
She always does.
She always does. She's got an eye for goal, undoubtedly.
You know you don't want her in front of your goal.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Johnson again. She did spend the bulk of her childhood, though, growing up in Colorado, in the United States. She was born in Cameroon. Free over the top here. A chance for Cameroon.
Oh,
it's a glorious chance
there.
again. It's out for the corner. It's deflected off the defender, but Ajara and Chutanjoya again looking for the opening goal in this tie. There is so much momentum building towards an opening goal in this match. But so far it remains goalless.
Look at the coordination right there. You can tell the captain, she's always giving the right pass, the right time into the space. They just have to break down this defensive line right now.
Somebody who's employed as a civilian in the Zambian Air Force, Margaret Belemu, absolutely flying in to get her body in the way to block that shot. From the corner, Nzana. It's less than optimal and steered away by Katongo. Zambia have yet to make a change in this tie, and there is 18 odd minutes of play remaining.
Like I said, I think it's very important for each team to have like good depth. Like when you make changes, they come in and they keep the pace of the game. I don't know if it's because they have two important players that are not playing today, but the coach is just trying to manage what he can right now.
I think certainly with the Wilumbe story, the situation of playing with somebody who's not an out-and-out striker, as the striker is among the results that we've seen from that. Players missing from the Zambian squad. The offside flag up against Gabriela Buriongene, so free kick. Direct free kick for Zambia. Lushomo Mwemba, who is a free kick specialist, will get this ball out of the Zambian half. She was unable to keep that ball in play with Fumatu. It's just been a few uncharacteristic errors from her today that might just get into her mind and niggle just eat away at her. Do you have those days where you just feel that today I'm just not quite getting it right, it's just not quite coming together, and you have to get it out of your mind ahead of the next match?
Yeah, sometimes you have this feeling like you're just feeling yourself, but you don't have any option that to play because the coach actually believes in you, and you don't want to disappoint your teammates.
Heaps of responsibility on the shoulders of these players, but they continue to impress. What's fantastic to see is just how many of these players are inspiring new generations of footballers who are making their way through the ranks. Some of them playing today. The likes of Katongo for Zambia, the likes of Ngok for Cameroon. Chanda and Lungu stand over this. Lungu, nicknamed Computer. Here she is, Lungu. Receives from Chanda, looks to take in a ball toward the near post. It's actually covered by Fumitu in defence. Steered away, 15 minutes to play. And we are going to see another change for Cameroon. Monique Ngok, the 17-year-old, is going to make way. For the number 17. Cameroon will bring on Bridget Umbudu. Among the Nigerian-based players.
Is replaced by player number 17, Bridget Umbudu.
She played in the Belarusian Premier League for Minsk and for a while before moving to the Nigerian Women's Premier League, where she played at Delta Queens initially and now at Rivers Angels. Now Chanda in possession. You don't want Chanda inside your 18-yard area with the ball at her feet, and that's some great scrambling defence. There's the new player on, wanting to get involved from the first moment.
Don't get close to her. She's so dangerous.
She really is.
Cameroon, they are really keeping her in check right now.
Get that ball in possession, bowls the ball out towards Belemu on the far side, who is also a graduate of that 2014 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup appearance. Somebody who also wants to study physiotherapy to give herself a career beyond football. Here's Belemu. It's a little too strong from Belemu. Players gathering in the area. There were 4 Zambian players who were gathering into taking positions. Belemu's attempt to get that ball into one of them a little too strong.
Good idea, but the cross was just too much.
Tundu, 24-year-old. Chanda get the pass away, surrounded by 2 players, and it is Mbudu who makes the initial challenge. Steers possession away from Zambia. A little untidy now, neither side really maintaining possession for any length of time. Just a little bit of a challenge there between Estelle Johnson and Mary Wilombe, who's not only a versatile player, but somebody who manages to juggle 2 worlds effortlessly at the moment. Not only is she a versatile player, she's versatile in her personal life as well, as a wife and mother. Problems here for Martha Tembo.
And then you see players, they start to get to this element, like when it's like 15 minutes, 12 minutes to go, everybody becomes too cautious not to concede.
dangerous position to be in. Now it looks like Martha Tembo's game is going to be over, the left back here. She's had her fair share of injury concerns already. There are some players that are in the dugout receiving instructions for Zambia. Again, have possession for just a moment.
Nothing's having fun right there. This is the time where you try to slow the game down because they have nothing to lose.
No, not much to lose, certainly Zambia. They were not the favourites coming into this tie. Cameroon ranked second in Africa, 54th in the world. Zambia ranked 49 places below them in the world rankings, 13th in Africa overall. The team that had exited at the group stages in both their previous appearances in 2014 and 2018. Cameroon 3-time runners-up, the indomitable Lionesses. We're far more fancied. Zambia will make a couple of changes here. Mr. Siam Foucault is one of the players that will make her way on. Siam Foucault, just 17 years old, from Queen's Academy. Changes here. Martha Tembo has already been taken off the field due to injury, and the other change is going to be with Mary Wilumbe, who makes her way off, and in her place will be Natasha Nanyangwe. Mr. Simfuko on for Tembo.
Mary Wilumbe is replaced by player number 22, Natasha Nanyangwe.
Not only has possession of the ball, but big ask here for Nanyangwe in the final minutes of this tie to come on, the Green Buffaloes striker, and see if she can find an opening goal in this tie. Cameroon have had their chances, they've failed to take them. Zambia growing in confidence. Take a shot here, but it's wide by Chanda.
That was another great effort from Chanda. Great effort right there. She's just looking for slightest chance to take a shot. She doesn't even have to wait for a perfect opportunity.
Huge frustration there for coach Zabo, who saw, well, there's Tembo, who's disconsolate at the idea of not being on the pitch in the closing minutes of this tie. She's played her heart out, and she's certainly put in a couple of challenges that denied Cameroon a goal. She's more than played her part in keeping the match scoreless for the Zambian side, the Copper Queens. Bilemu. Johnson underneath this one, but she's only steered it as far as Nanyangwe, who's going to win the free kick here. It was a bold challenge by Umbudu, and the Ethiopian referee says that is a free kick.
Yes, it is free kick indeed. And that's another dangerous place to concede free kick from.
Set piece time. First time in the game, really. Baou has to set a wall. Potential to stop a ball going directly at her from a set piece. And President Patrice Motsepe watches on. Goal so far. We're just about to enter the final 5 minutes of this tie. There will be a fair number of minutes added on. Samueleto on the right of your screen will be expecting the indomitable Lionesses to book their ticket to the Australia-New Zealand FIFA Women's World Cup. So, players lining up. Will it be Chanda third to hit this one? It is Chanda who looks to take it. It hits the wall. There's appeals for a penalty here as the ball ricochets off a handful of Cameroonian players. Looks like as the player who is down. Slowly rises to her feet, but
that was the
it looked like it struck Johnson
I think
in the torso.
Meanwhile,
Zambia here, scrambling for a chance in attack. A shot taken, but again failing to hit the target, the Zesco United star Chitundu.
I think Zambia is starting to show up right now.
They really are showing up.
Since Cameroon didn't use the chance they created. This is one thing I don't like about football. When you have your chances, you don't utilize them, and somebody can just come and score because you didn't use your chances. I hope it's not something Cameroon is going to face today.
So, set piece time. Cameroonian coach wants to make a couple of changes, but he is going to wait until the kick is taken. Take it short. Chanda will feed in. Another effort here that is deflected, but Zambia are finishing this match with some genuine attacking intent. Out of play, it'll be a Zambian throw. Ball out of play, it is going to be substitution time. So we're going to see the change. Mufumatu is going to be one of the players who makes her way off. And the other, Gabriela Buriongene, the captain, is making her way off. Mr. Kelsey Maikid and Catherine Mengono are the two players who make their way on for Cameroon. Some fifth changes. 3 minutes to play. Does this match go to one of these sides, or are they to share the spoils in Casablanca? Just made her way on. Just to take this throw in quickly here. Hazel Nali has just sat down. Just disrupting the momentum of Cameroon as well.
I think so too. I remember when I played against Lyon, I took this initiative myself just to kill the game, because when you look at the way they are playing and attacking us, I felt for my players, so I decided to go there. So this is one of the tactics you try to use against a team. You feel like they have this chance that they can score, so and you have this opportunity to kill the game. So hopefully it's nothing bad with Mali.
Flag of Burkina Faso, who were in action on match day 1 in the opening fixture against Morocco. Morocco claiming and opening their victory by a goal to nil, courtesy of their captain Islan Shevak. word with the goalkeeper from the referee, who is not to be fooled.
No more, huh? No more. No more chances. No more chances.
There, the Togolese goalkeepers who are... Well, those are the Zambian goalkeepers who are just warming up. Okay, it's the reserve keepers. I can tell you that the players from Togo and Tunisia are at the venue as well. They'll play next in this Group B fixture to follow. As it remains, as we head up to the 90-minute mark here in Casablanca. Warner forward, Yango. Jersey pulled a little. Ball through here, real chance for Kameni. Nali's come out, the ball is still alive. Goalkeeper off her line and cleared off her line brilliantly by Mwemba. As we hit the 90-minute mark, another very tight moment for Cameroon. And Rigobert Song, the grand defender that he was, although Cameroonian, must applaud the defensive effort of somebody who also wears jersey number 3.
I think it's something he knows, like he would have done too. So for him to laugh that way, he knows that, yeah, that was a good save right there.
That was an excellent save.
That was a good one.
A header on target from Cameroon in the closing minutes. Kameni with the initial chance and then tried to follow up with the header that was on target, putting her body on the line. Lushomo Mwemba. Cameroon are being denied and frustrated at virtually every juncture here. They're not failing to find the clinical final touches themselves. They play for Cameroon. Again, it's Mwemba who's managed to come to the rescue. That header sees the ball out of play. It'll be a Cameroon throw. Always instructions from the crowd.
Always. They always think they know better.
4 minutes of time has been added on. We're effectively a minute and a half into the time added on. The ball that's attempted to be whipped in is a delivery that is ultimately sliding behind the goalkeeper and out for the goal kick. I don't expect this to be taken overly quickly.
I don't think so either.
That's it. Izunale does get the ball out to the near side where Esther Simfuko has popped the ball forward. She's really had a rapid rise, Esther Simfuko, who was playing at the Kasafa tournaments for under 17s. She was the youngest player at the Tokyo Olympic Games, as well as a shot from a long range by guess who?
Chanda.
Grace Chanda is off target.
Yes.
And a wry smile from Chanda.
But if you don't take a shot, you wouldn't know. You have to take a shot anyways. You can find out if it goes.
Lovely touch from Joya. Another lovely touch, this time a little too wide, disappointingly from a Cameroon perspective, as Marutiaf is unable to keep that ball in play.
You can tell the way they're playing the last 5 minutes, they really wanted this win. They absolutely want to win. But it's not, it looks like it's not coming right now.
Back Simfuku with the error on the throw in. Put this ball away. Zambia. They are frustrating Cameroon. Final 45 odd seconds. How have you seen the 90 minutes in which it looks like we won't see a goal?
It looks like.
Additional time 4 minutes. Le temps additionnel est de 4 minutes.
How would you sum up the 90? Chanda is fouled here. Would you say this was a story gone wrong for Cameroon? Or Zambia playing with enough intensity to frustrate and deny their opponents and snatch a point perhaps from a match in which they were not fancied to come away with the win necessarily?
I think Cameroon actually, the way they played today, they had all these chances to be like 3-0 up right now. But unfortunately, they didn't utilize their opportunity that they had.
Just a few chats between two star players, the centre-back pairing, Aurel Awona on the right of your screen, Estelle Johnson on the left of your screen. So we're going to go well beyond the 4 minutes of time added on. We're going to see a card issued here as well. Card is out for Chanda. So we've had injuries in the 4 minutes of additional time, so this is why we are going well beyond the additional time. A match that has seen its fair share of interesting moments, not least of which was the referee being replaced by her fourth official, pulling up in the on the hour mark. Chanda preparing to make her way back onto the pitch. Chitundu getting a block in the way, and Zambia potentially a counter. That ball just kicked away from the Zambian half, which perhaps tells the story. Warner unable to properly clear that ball. Chanda still waiting for the signal to make her way back onto the pitch. Chitundu. Chanda is now waved back on as Cameroon go in search of a last gasp winner. Is there one to come? For a free kick, not to come. Nzana. Delivery in, it's a free ball here, a one-on-one! And the offside flag has gone up. Just when Cameroon are beginning to celebrate, players wanted to run onto the pitch and jumping in joy with the Cameroon supporters. The offside flag has gone up. That will be checked. But just to be sure, what a moment, potentially, for Cameroon. A defensive lapse.
Even Eto disagree with that.
Samuel Eto. Just a wave of the finger at this ball that was whipped in. Defensive lapse. Was there a foul? No foul. Tucked away by Njoya.
That was a clear offside. That was a clear one.
Correct call. So no magical moment to finish the 90 for Cameroon. Still we continue with the injury time that we've seen. Added time being added to by the referee, which she must do. This will be a throw into Zambia. It is, however, the closing moments of this opening tie in Group B for both Cameroon and Zambia. Both know the significance of a positive start. Both had full intentions of claiming opening day victories. Cameroon looked to get the better of Zambia largely, but that ultimately is the end of this Group B tie. Cameroon and Zambia played to a goalless draw in their opening match of the Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Group B. For Cameroon, it'll be a story of opportunities lost. For Zambia, it'll be the story of some really confident and quality scrambling defending at times, and a few moments of luck as well. They had their chances to claim a winner as well, did Zambia. They were unable to snatch any of them. And it is ended here in Casablanca. Cameroon 0, Zambia 0. What has been a frustrating day largely for the Cameroonians. few shakes of the head as well from the players, and the body language at the end of this match tells the story in a sense. It's just a final confirmation that Njut's goal was offside, as it ends goalless here in Casablanca.